G'day, Aussie Bonsai Bloke, go! Well, just got home from work on a Friday, and as the video says on the title, we're going collecting, and it's going to be sweet. So anyway, I've got all the gear here. I'm just going to run you through the gear that I'm going collecting with. I'm going with a bloke named Lawrie. Not sure how much filming we're going to do there. It's at a quarry somewhere near Adelaide or in Adelaide, and not sure how much filming because they're only open from 8 AM till 12 PM. So we're going to be rushed to be digging flat out. So because of all the digging flat out, I'm going to bring a lot of tools to try and help make it easier. I could hand dig them all out, but that could be, it could take a bit longer. So I'll try and film at least one of the full diggings of a tree, and maybe hyperlapse a few others, and just see how we go, see what happens. And then I'll show you the process of bringing it home, potting it up, all that stuff. So it's going to be a pretty sweet video, and really looking forward to making it. So yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. So anyway, let's run through what I got. I've got the pickaxe, because it's a quarry, there could be a bit of rock. So the pickaxe. Okay. I've got some straps in case I have to pull a tree out with the car. Apparently there's car access to within some of them right up to them and some a bit further away. So I'm hoping I can get close enough to pull it out with the car. So I've got some straps there. The lever, in case I can lever against another tree, I could use that maybe. See how we go. There's two trees next to each other. You got a handheld little pickaxe. Don't let looks be deceiving. This thing's actually pretty good at chopping into the ground. Had it for many years collecting, and this, if you had to go out with one tool only to collect a tree, this would be it. This and a handsaw, because these things here just work brilliantly. They get rid of the rock as well as cut the roots. And if you really, smash hard with that, you can seriously do some damage to the roots and cut it out pretty quickly, really. So if there's some buried in deep, away from where I can get the car near them, might be mainly digging them out with that. And while I'm on the subject, that and a handsaw. So I'll just show you. Okay. So we got the really old rough handsaw. This is for if I have to cut some roots in the ground, in the soil. So one I don't care about, very cheap one. Can replace it, for a few bucks at Bunno's. So a very cheap one. So we got the rope, pickaxe, small pickaxe. Don't let looks be deceiving. Rough handsaw. This is my really expensive good handsaw. This is a silky gom boy, extremely sharp, very good saw, reasonably expensive but not too bad. Like they're only I think $40 or $60, can't remember. Not too bad for what they do. But this will be for cutting branches if I have to cut some branches, just to get through them quickly if it's not worth taking the chainsaw up. So that's that. So this is all happening tomorrow. So no, I'm being a good boy. No drinking on a Friday night, so that I'm nice and energized for this full-on dig. 4 hours of just mayhem, just dig. So anyway, while I was on that subject, also taking the big chainsaw, cut the trunk off, cut through the main root base once we collect it if I have to, but I'll try not to because there'll be dirt on it and I really want to wash it off before I cut the root ball. So there's another thing, the chainsaw. Make light work of stuff. Obviously I've got the fuel and the bar oil for the chainsaw, put that on the ground. Okay. Water. bit of water, and you know what else this thing doubles as? An esky. Now I don't have any beers in there yet, but tonight I'm going to put a bit of ice in there and just a couple of beers, and then give this beer a bloke. Give this bloke a beer for setting me up with this dig, and that'll be a surprise at the end. I'll give to him. So there we go. Water bottle, and I can drink the water out of there around the outside of the beer. So it's a bit of a double up. Next, we've got this reasonably heavy generator. I know this seems stupid, but I'll tell you what, if you really want to get rid of trees fast, instead of mucking around one of these trying to cut the roots, sometimes you can be there sweating away for an hour, 2 hours, and it bluntens up, and then it takes even longer. So it can be a real pain. So what I've got the generator and my reciprocating saw, a couple of spare saw wood blades. Another thing I'll show you too, so there's a reciprocating saw. I should start it up, give it a bit of a whirl, make sure that she's going to work. Yeah, I reckon I will. I haven't started this generator for a while, so who knows what's going to happen. Anyway, there's that. Switch at the front. Here's a reciprocating saw. Now, this is the saw blade I'll be using. This is a bit of an older one. If you want to buy blades for cutting wood, make sure you get these really aggressive teeth. And I hope you can see it, but they're spread out quite wide too, which helps clear away all the sap, because what you'll find, especially with olives, you get a lot of sap built up on your blade and it starts to stick. So I've got that. If you want to have a look at the actual packet, it's a pruning blade. Can go. So that's that. Okay. That just simply fits in the front of the saw. In the meantime, let's just see if we can start this old girl up. So that's on. Like I said, I don't know which way choke's on. No. I only got this thing off Gumtree a while ago, and I haven't even bothered to see how she runs, so I don't know what way choke is. I think that's on. Jeez, I'll be too worn out to go digging if this continues. Don't think that has to be on, maybe it does. Turn the choke off. go. Well, it looks like I've worked it out. Let's turn that one there on. This one shouldn't matter whether it's off or on. That should be the power point. And I've worked out which way the choke is. There's nothing written on it. Now let's plug her in and see what happens, eh? Okay, so that's it. I think she's just 3 kVA. Like I say, it's second hand for $100. Can't complain. There we go. So, it's all the gear I'm taking out into the paddock. Oh, forgot shovel. Obviously a shovel. And just a tarp to put in the boot. Although my carpet's that dirty, you probably wouldn't be able to tell where it made a mess. So, anyway, tarp. There's something I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting something. I know I am. Always forget something. There's there. Turn this fuel off. Yeah, found it. There you go. Got a good old snips. Can't go anywhere without a good pair of snips. Get rid of some of the little branches quickly. So that's about it. It looks like a lot of stuff, but like I say, I'm trying to collect quickly, so. Oh, another 2 things that I forgot. In case I can't get quite in there, close enough with the car, I've got 2 extension cords to run to the generator. I was going to say air compressor there for a second, but I stopped myself short of embarrassing myself. And luckily I pulled through and didn't say it. Yeah, I told you anyway, didn't I? So anyway, got the snips. So all of this gear, you don't need it. This is to try and do it fast, quickly, efficiently, to try and get in and out within 4 hours, which sounds like a long time, but when you're digging trees, it's not. Sometimes one tree can put up a 4-hour fight. So I'm hoping to get in there and get at least 2. Either that or 1 good big one. Otherwise at least 2, and anywhere up to 6 or 10. I'd be happy with 10. So these are the wild olives with the smaller leaves, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, it's going to be a really fun trip. Really looking forward to it. Great, it's going to be a great time. So stick along with me and let's do it. So yeah, just a quick recap. If you don't want this much stuff or you don't have it, all you really need is check branch cutter, this pickaxe, and this digs a hole just like a shovel will, actually quite quickly, and a pair of pruners. That's it. And if you're really desperate, all you need is that. Like I say, with one of my olives out there, I actually dug it up with a screwdriver, believe it or not. So that's all I had in the car, and it was quite a good sized trunk. Dug it up with a screwdriver. So as long as you can, that's probably all you really need. But I'm going to take a lot more stuff and try and do it quickly. No worries. Cheers for watching Aussie Bonsai Bloke, and I'll catch you in the morning when we're on our way to the quarry. Cheers. Woo! Well, good day guys. Early in the morning, being a bit quiet because the kids and the wife and the dog's still in bed, so don't want to wake everyone up. But what a beautiful morning. Anyway, let's go digging. Cheers. Okay guys, so I'm on Quarry Road, beautiful countryside here, a lot more rainfall than I get out at my desert. Plants everywhere, absolutely just a forest. Anyway, so this is Quarry Road and we'll be there soon to start digging. Cheers! Okay, so this is a slate quarry. Have a look, someone's done a beautiful fence here, absolutely beautiful. Work of art. Beauty. Here's the gate. G'day guys, this is Lawrie. Lawrie, how you going?
Good mate.
He's nice enough to invite me here to dig some olives. Look at this beautiful countryside. Slate rock, all the olives. Beach down that way. Apparently the fifth best beach in Australia.
Oh, fourth best
Fourth.
by a couple of magazines. So
Yeah,
yep.
Fourth best, so I stuffed that one up. And anyway, we're here, we got some tools. We got the hand tools. I didn't bring the other gear because it's a fair hike down there. There's no way I'm bringing it all up here. So no generator, but we're going to start off digging some nice small ones here with Lawrie. And we'll just get in here and dig some of these little ones. I'll just bring you off the tripod and just show you the base. And then we'll start getting ready to dig it. So you can see under here, these olives get a really beautiful thick base at the bottom. Mine's got a lot of nice shape and branching to it already, so it's already halfway there. Another big base here. So that's awesome. So we're going to dig them out. So slate here, so could be a bit of digging, but we got the rock pick or whatever you call it, so it should be good. So let's get to it. G'day guys, I'll just show you the process digging one out. Find me secateurs in my pocket. And this one's small enough that you can just chop some off. What do you reckon, Lawrie? You want to, whereabouts do you want to cut this, do you reckon?
Yeah, probably similar to the last one. Get this out of the way.
Yep.
Probably across up here and then I can cut it back if I want.
Yep, alright, let's do that. So we just cut it off. Simply just cut them there. Do you want to grab that silky saw and just cut those two big ones?
Yeah, good idea.
Otherwise I might strain a tendon or something stupid. I've done that before at work, strain my tendon trying to cut through something too big. So that one works on pull, not push.
Oh, okay.
So you pull.
Ah, beauty.
Yeah, okay, so we got most of the stuff out the way. Did you want to cut through that one?
Yeah,
Get rid of that straight section. These olives here are just beautiful. They got such good base, good shape. Absolutely beautiful. Whoa!
Slippery.
Yeah, slippery. Slipped on the rock. Okay. And then we just simply, olives you don't need to keep many roots, so you just simply just dig around them until they pop out. And quite often you'll find that you flat cut it when you get home anyway, so the amount of roots you get is not important at all. Basically you can cut them as a big cutting. And I'll show you later with a chainsaw how you can actually take a cutting without digging a tree out and get a good bonsai. So we just cut around the base like this, try and find all the bigger roots. There's a big one down here, but I didn't sharpen my shovel. Oh, yeah. I once went to someone's house and went to go and dig. She goes, "Oh, I've got some plants in my garden I want to get out." She goes, "I've got all the tools." And I said, "Oh, okay." So she brings a shovel out, and it's like this full-on girl's shovel. Literally, the first time I went to leave her, I snapped it in half.
Oh, no.
And then she's looking at me, "I've had that shovel for years." And I'm like, "Well, what the hell?" It was like a full-on tiny little kid's shovel.
Some heavy duty stuff for this.
Yeah. Well, I reckon she's nearly ready to pop. So you'll find once you cut around the outside, you get a one tap root in the middle. You can see how it's loose. You generally get one tap root in the middle.
Oh yeah.
I did actually bring my blunt, in my pocket. Not very organised. Right, I did bring my blunt saw for this. I'll go around the other side just so that I've got right hand. And I'll just use this to cut through a bit because the big taproot, I should actually do you want to grab it off the tripod and just do a close up on how big this taproot is. You just pull this lever here out.
Oh yeah. There we go.
And then you see how big that taproot is? Cross my fingers there. So massive. So what you do is you just get in there and cut it. This is my crappy saw, so it doesn't matter whether it goes in the dirt. They're only like $10 from Bunno's. So it's the hard work. Problem with the olive is they have a lot of sap, so it starts to really clog up your saw. You can see that just clogged up. So that's a bit of a pain, but you just have to grunt your way through it. You can see it really clogging up, can't you? There we go. Hold up your tree, Lawrie.
Oh, beauty. You did all the work though.
There's your prize, mate.
There you go.
Beauty.
Beautiful.
So you can see how easy they are to dig. Matter of 5 minutes and you've got a tree. And that there's probably 10 or 15 years trying to grow one yourself at home. So
Not bad.
if you can find them, dig them. All right, cool. Let's get on to some more. Okay, guys. Well, we're going for this big mammoth. What do you reckon, Lawrie?
Yep, should be a good one.
Should be a good one. We should put up a good fight.
Yep.
So maybe an hour, I reckon, to get this one out. The other ones took 5 minutes. An hour will be good. If it only takes an hour, we've done well. Because you have a look at the size of this thing.
It's a mammoth. It's pretty big.
Pull back a few branches there, Lawrie. This thing here, this is going to take a $300 pot, I reckon. Just a mammoth. Now I'll put my hand next to that. Look at this thing, look at the shape. All the branching. Just beautiful. It's going to be a big dig. There's my hand next to it. You can see that thing is at least 40 to 50 centimeters across. by the time you get to the bottom of the base here. Maybe 30 at the middle. So yeah, it's going to be cool. But anyway, let's get to it. I'll put you on hyperlapse because it's going to take too bloody long to keep you live for it. So we'll put you on hyperlapse and see how we go. We'll see you after the dig. Okay guys, we've got it dug right around. Me and Lawrie have dug right around. Took a while, but it was good fun. Probably only half hour, you reckon?
Yep, 30 minutes, 40 minutes.
Yeah, probably 40 minutes. But anyway, we got to the base and there's a massive base under here. As you can see, it's just a gorgeous tree. All the movement and branches. I'm going to keep most of this and just have it as a really big feature tree. But anyway, there's this big root ball and it's mixed with rocks, so I didn't want to put my chainsaw in there and cut it. So we've set up the generator down the hill. Not sure if you can see it, but anyway, it's running down there. So we got some power here. And we're just going to cut some roots until it starts moving. See what happens. Getting there, it's you smoking. Luckily it's only the grease and the blade smoking, not the machine, yeah? It's only a $30 special from Bunno's. Good old Bunno's. Okay, there's a big one over here, I'll cut that. Oh,
She's unplugged.
I just pulled out my cord. You idiot. Got dirt in there. Got a big one here. After we cut this one, it might get closer, you know. Let's give it the wobble test and cross your fingers it moves. Oh, it's getting better. Don't want to break off the branches. Did something crack?
Maybe, I didn't hear anything though.
Dreaming.
Maybe it was just your old back.
Yeah, I do have an old back.
Oh, yep. Movement there.
Don't want to wreck my back. It's gone out 4 times in the last year.
Oh,
badly.
goodness. She's close.
It's got some wobble.
Yep. How about I put this back on the tripod and give you a hand?
Yeah, put it on the tripod. I reckon 2 of us could nearly get it. Try that. Okay, let's give it a go. Whoa! It's so slippery. Okay guys, this could be the hero moment. Me and Lawrie are going to give it a good go and see what happens.
What way are we going?
I reckon we go uphill. It seemed to want to crack that way. Nothing? Downhill?
Yep.
I'll jump on this then. Whoops. No, I don't think it's ready.
No.
I think I'll keep cutting for a bit.
Yep.
And we'll see how we go from there. We don't want to kill ourselves. So this side's pretty good, isn't it? Like, that's loose. I reckon it's the other side. Ooh. It doesn't look like it on camera, but this is actually quite steep.
Yeah.
Not enough to slip right down the hill, but enough to fall on your bum. Alright, let's give it another go here. Somewhere here. But if you stand up there, I'll lay on my back and push. I'll be able to put heaps of weight on that. I can just get a foot here. I'll try and do it slowly, because there's not an ethical way of doing it. Oh no, I still can't.
Yeah.
No. No. Keep cutting. It's good that the big trees put up a fight, because it makes you appreciate them. You don't want it to be too easy, do you? Mind you, it's coming out easier than I thought. Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Just this last little bit here.
I reckon we got a chunk in the middle caught up. You think?
Probably. Probably still quite a bit that's not
Cut.
cut.
I'll try from here. If you want to push it a little bit.
Do you want to push it up?
Yeah, push it
Yep.
up. I'll get my... Do you think it feels any different?
It's, yeah, a lot more flimsy.
Alright, well let's try it, because that thing's smoking. Look at the smoke.
Oh, dude.
Is this the oil heating up? It's not actually wrecking it. It's just the oil burning on the end.
Working hard.
Yeah.
What way do you want to?
I think we just wobble it. We might even try sideways, do you think? No. Try the other way. Which one is it? You can feel one solid piece. Oh. These big trees put up a fight. It's a massive tree. But still not that bad. It's still hovering around the hour mark.
Yep.
So, see if you can have a look under there.
Yep.
See if you can see where you reckon it's joined most.
Looks like this back corner here.
Yep.
Maybe. I don't think you've dug from this side yet, have you?
I might not have, or it might have just backfilled. Just try it. You know, the big roots do seem to go uphill. Yeah, so if we pull this way, it's the worst. It barely moves.
There's
We've got some roots. Well, you can grab that cutter and give it a go if you want.
this one.
Yeah. See how it goes. About now, Laurie's wishing he didn't invite me along, I reckon.
It's all good fun.
Nah, it's good. Bloody beauty. And you can push pretty hard. You can push pretty hard on the top to make it cut.
Is that getting a bit better?
I think
really?
it is, yeah. If we can try and pull it up,
yep,
and then twist this end towards the camera, it feels like it wants to twist. So if we both pull on here, I think, yep, and go towards the camera.
Yep.
Oh yes! Woo! Woo! Yes! Look at that! We got her! Here, come stand here. Oh, you beauty! We got it out, pumped. Woo! Woo! I'll show you the damage after, but look at a beautiful big tree. This thing here, we'll see if we can lift it. God! Oh, look at that. Beauty. Woo! Let's have a look what we're cutting through. Look at that. Just a big root. You hold it like that, I'll get the camera. Wow. That's impressive, isn't it? Look at that. Look how much it was holding by. You can see how we cut right around it. Still holding in the middle. I think if you're going to attempt something like this, you do need a reciprocating saw. Look at that. That's such a good feeling when it pops out, isn't it?
Good feeling indeed.
That's a big tree, I reckon. 100 kilo.
And that's my hand on the trunk. That thing is massive.
That's just huge. That's just
Big.
one of the 3 trunks as well. Absolutely massive. It's a beast. We've gone into beast mode.
Beauty.
Whew, that's going to be a featured tree for sure. Beauty. Cheers, Lawrie.
No worries, mate. And like in Victoria's in 2021, it's going to be restricted.
Yeah, I heard 18 months ban from now
Oh my gosh,
for state travel.
that's insane.
And I don't know. And then talking about reclosing. It's not doing damage if you roll it. Might break something off.
Might.
Oh, just watch your footing. If you're going to go, let it go, and I'll just let go as well. You can sort of half drag the root if you want to. It's good. Look at that big hole. Trying to stand in that hole, Lawrie, and we'll show you how big that hole is. I'll just take you off the tripod for a second. Look at that.
Pretty big.
That's massive. And probably only, what, hour and 20, hour and a half?
Yep.
It's in the car now. The back of the car, it fit in there. I got the trailer if I got desperate, but didn't worry about that. Put in the car. Now we're going to fill in the hole. Alright. Let's fill in the hole. I reckon after we've filled in the hole, we'll sit back and have a beer. And then look for another tree. But you know what? If I just went home with that one tree, I'd be happy. That thing is a beast.
So good.
It is such a beast. Really, really happy with that one tree.
Well, you've got an endless amount of olives if you ever want them, so hit me
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I'll hit you up another time for sure. We're not finished yet. How many? What's the time? But it must be nearly 10.
Oh yeah, we're not even halfway yet.
No.
We're just halfway.
We can still get another one of those beasts out.
Sounds good.
No, I don't think we go that full on. Because the next beast is about 200 metres that way. Maybe. And I don't think we want to carry it out that far, do we? Maybe another day. You never know.
Hello. When you're on here, I'm happy to do anything. I've got my couple of little ones, that's all I want.
Yeah, well, I might have a look,
Yep.
take our hand tools,
Yep.
and if we find a good one,
Yeah, let's do
but
it.
smaller, dig it out.
Yep.
So I don't want to have to pay for $300 pots every time.
Yep.
And dig it out, but otherwise just have a good look around.
Yeah, sounds good.
Have you scouted all of this area?
No,
Or?
I just had a glance here and I saw, like I see 30 odd. Looked at these three here. It's like, oh, there's surely at least a couple of decent ones there. So I knew it'd be something you liked.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, I'll give you a message on Instagram.
Yeah, because I reckon that literally the photos you sent me are just here.
Yeah.
And then it's just there.
Yeah. Yeah,
Got
they were the ones. I
hundreds to choose from.
got one over there, one over here, and then these ones. And that was it. That's all I showed you.
I reckon there'd be 500 in here.
Yep, and it continues on for ages.
Yeah,
This property.
it's amazing. The joys of living in SA.
Yeah.
I reckon that's looking good.
Yep.
Beautiful.
So good.
Leave the ground nice and flat, even though no one's going to be walking on here in a hurry. Still good to leave it. Done. Now, it's time. You know what time it is?
Beer time?
Yeah, time
Yep.
for a tonner.
There are a couple of super dry too. Super dry.
We'll have one of these first.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Oh, look at that. Thank you.
Even got ice. This is the old makeshift cooler. Look at that. And you can have a drink of water at the top. Awesome.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers. Oh, beer.
Camera on it though.
Oh yeah, it's got a really good camera. I think we'll just go that way. Yep. There's a nice one over there.
Oh, yep. Out of it.
Okay guys, well, I wasn't going to collect another big one, but we found one. Possibly bigger. I don't know. What do you reckon?
Probably the same size.
Same
Yep.
size. And I'm going to show you a different collection method, but only for the olive, because the olive's so strong. You literally just chop it off, chop the base off at a fairly wide point, and just walk away with your big cutting. And that's it. So we'll try it, see what happens, but I pretty much 100% guarantee a success on this big cutting. They just seem to love it. Alright, let's do it. Might take you down the hill just before. Okay, so you can see that awesome trunk. What do you reckon, Lawrie? It looks massive, doesn't it?
Nice. Big one.
I'm just thinking about the walk back. It's going to be painful. We're actually a long way now. Probably, what, 300 metres?
Yep.
Maybe 300 metres. Walk it out. And it's probably going to weigh 80 odd kilo. It'll be a little bit lighter because it doesn't have the big root ball. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chop at the base as low as I can go. I'm going to get my chainsaw in the dirt a bit, but I'll just have to sharpen it when I get home. That's alright. Let's do it. It's as easy as that. You got a cutting, but how easy is that to collect? I just snapped the last bit off because it was in the dirt. Whoa! Oh, so you can see how easy is that. You got the big base. I'll just neatly cut this edge so that the bark doesn't peel off, because if the bark peels off these edges while you're carrying it, it won't be able to root there, so it might die on the edges. But if you can keep this live edge all the way around the side till you get home, I'll show you how to deal with it when I get home. You'll get 100% success with these, and you get a tree out of a cutting. Look at that thing, that's massive, absolutely beautiful. Tree out of a cutting, and it can already fit into a small pot because it's going to have a shallow root base. Awesome. I'll just chop that one bit off clean, and then let's get out of here because we've got a bit of a time limit and we're running up on it. Okay, that's it. So we've got to carry it back carefully. And it's not as heavy as the last one, but it's still not great. Need a rucksack. Mind you, it might pull me down the hill if I had a rucksack, so no worries. Cheers. It's heavy. Oh my god, it's heavy. I'm gonna fall over. These old boots are bad. I don't know how many times I'm gonna fall over, but I'll see you guys when I get back to the car. Okay guys, well, Lawrie's off going to get some jumper leads. Done me, left my lights on. And I'm always doing something dumb. Anyway, so I'm stuck here, but he's getting some jumper leads, which aren't far away, which is bloody good. Thanks, Lawrie. Legend. But yeah, such a good bloke. Took me out here digging olives. Look at that. I'll show you in the boot of the car when he gets back, but just olives, beautiful countryside. That's all slate rock, pretty cool. You can see some of the slate here. Just beautiful. Massive rock of slate there. Look at that. Just pull off big sheets of it. Look at that. Beautiful. Massive amount of olives here. Look on the side of the hill here where they've had a bit of a slide. Look at that. Bit of a slide of the rocks. It's just pure slate in the hill. Amazing. Yeah. Okay guys, so here's our haul. Look at these massive trees, just massive. Filled up the whole boot. There's Lawrie's 3 trees there, beautiful little trees as well. Just such good, you know, taper and bases on them, just massive and good movement. So that was awesome. What do you reckon?
Good fun. Good fun.
It was good fun.
Yep.
Strange, isn't it? Go. Cheers for watching Aussie Bonsai Bloke. Had a great time with Lawrie here. Cheers Lawrie for taking me.
No worries, mate.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Such a good day, good trees, beautiful countryside. Absolutely loved it. So thanks again. That was awesome.
My pleasure.